Let me guess, you have seen it. That direct message on your Instagram or from an old school friend, the one who you haven't spoken to in years, and the message starts with, "Hi, how are you? I was just thinking about you," and you exactly know what's coming next. Right? Number one reason that these smart, ambitious people just avoid the network marketing business model. But what if I told you that chasing friends and family is not only painful and embarrassing, but it's also the least effective way to build this business? And what if there was a professional way, a professional method designed specifically to attract strangers who are already looking for what you have? I made a promise to myself right from the start that I would build this network marketing business of mine in a right way, in a professional way, or I wouldn't do it at all. And in this video, I am going to show you exactly it is how did I do it and how can you build a side hustle that does not damage your image or your friendships. I will be real with you. I was terrified of the very idea of calling my friends just to pitch my business presentation. Oh, it was way too tough. Half a time I would spend in framing a sentence as to how I would start, as to how I convert my natural conversation into a script. Also, I didn't want to be that person, the one everyone avoids the moment they see me, because they already know that, oh, if this person is here, he will start talking about his network marketing business. I am sure this might resonate with you, or this might resonate with one of your friends as well. So that's why I decided write them that never again will I do such horrible outdated practices to build my business. And somewhere I knew that there just might be some other way. And by the end of this video, you will know that exact framework that allows you to build a powerful online business without ever picking up that phone and without ever having to call a friend only to pitch your business. So stay with me. Well, basically, that moment of clarity came to me when I started looking at how actually these online businesses run, how actually these online businesses operate. Now, you tell me, does a successful cafe owner rely only on his friends who he thinks will come and buy a cup of coffee from him every single day? Do you think he's completely dependent on his friends? No, of course not. And don't you think that this cafe owner already has a system set in place which is actually doing the work, which is actually attracting the customers to his business? His customers, those who are actively looking for a good cup of coffee. And that's where it hit me. Oh, yes, this is exactly what I need to be implementing in my online business rather than having depending on my very close friends. So for that, I had to stop thinking like an amateur and needed to start thinking like a professional. Clearly, my business life needed to be completely separate from the mine social life, not just merge everything and ruin the whole process. And the secret is a fundamental shift from chasing to attraction. And I call this the private pond versus the public ocean framework. And now, what is this private and public? Let's see here for an example. Public ocean. This is your network of family and friends. It's a huge ocean, but the only problem is almost 99% of the fish in it aren't hungry at all. So, trying to catch a fish here by putting a bait is almost exhausting, and chances of getting a successful catch is near impossible. And this is exactly the old way of building the online business. And if you consider the private pond, this is actually the asset that you build online. Let me make it much more clear to you. You see, you create a pond, and when I say pond, which here is your content, your funnel, etc. Right? And you fill it with specific food. And now let's refer this food as whatever your valuable information might be. Now you have a private pond and you have a food in it. If you think only those particular fish who are actually or already hungry for that food will start coming to your private pond. They find you, not the other way around. Are you getting this? And this, my friend, is the smart and the modern way of building an effective online business. And when I made this switch, the pressure completely vanished. Why? Because I stopped worrying about what my friends would think. Instead, I focused all my energy in creating valuable contents, valuable digital assets, which is nothing but the full, so that for my private pawn and for my target audience who are actively searching online, I tried to talk about the struggles of Generation Z people, of Generation Z careers, and smarter ways to build online, and in the process, providing some valuable information. And for my surprise, then it happened. Strangers started watching my content. They started commenting. They started sending me DMs saying, "Hey, what you just said actually resonated with me. Could you tell me a bit more about this?" See, this is why it's much more effective rather than we chasing our close people, rather than we having chasing our closed people. I went from being a chaser to being the one who was sought for. It transformed my business and honestly, it saved my friendships. So, my friend, the first step you should know is to actually know who is it that you're trying to attract. Who is your target audience? To whom are you trying to build your network marketing business? And in our case, the target audience that we are trying to approach, we are trying to attract ethically, legally, is the students, the young professionals who are ambitious. In the same way, they are also frustrating and actively searching online for a better solution, which means they are already hungry. And this is where you come with the food, because the food is your content. And you create the food by these simple videos which addresses your target audience's specific pain points. And let me be clear, you are not shouting, "Join my team, join my team, join my team." Nope, that's the amateur way of doing the business. What you're actually trying, or what you're actually trying to make a point through this video content is, "Hey, I think this is what you might be interested in. Here's a different way to think about it." That's all. This is the hidden message that you're trying to portray through your video contents. And by this, you provide the value first, which is very, very, very important to gain a legal, ethical trust with your target audience. And this also what is called as attraction marketing. Finally, the pawn, which is your automated system. It could be your YouTube channel, it could be your Instagram profile, or it could be even your funnel, which is working for you 24/7, right? So when a hungry fish finds your content, they can swim into your funnel and understand what the whole full story is about. Further, if they are interested, they will contact you. If they are not interested, if you think this is not for them, they will just quietly walk away. And you do not have to face any discrimination, and you do not have to face any image bashing. You will only be focusing your energy on building more and more valuable content. Well, the key insight I would like to make is this: you do not need to convince your friends when you can attract a world of strangers who are already convinced themselves that they have a problem and they need a solution. And your job, my friend, is not to create a need, and your job is to present the solution to those who are already in search of the need. Does that make any sense? And here's a little hack that kinda kept me without getting much tensed, which is it's very simple. Only speak about your business only when someone shows a permission signal. For example, like they might ask you a question, or they might come to you after engaging with your content. And by doing that, every conversation starts with a curiosity and not from a pressure. So here's the truth, that I built my entire online network marketing business without calling a single friend, only because I stopped following the broken, outdated methods and adopted this smart automated system. I just simply stopped chasing and started attracting the right people. And that's what makes it work without any stress and without any burning bridges. If you want to see that full blueprint, which obviously is impossible to describe in detail in this small video, the automated system which we have built to solve this exact problem, a system designed with radical honesty and to navigate the modern market and discover the 32-year-old company that we have associated with, which is powering all this. If then I invite you to our free on-demand webinar, for which the link you will find in the description to watch it now. See for yourself as to what a system that is built to win looks like. And I would like to thank you for your time for watching this complete video, and I will see you in the next one.